My name is Vonley Richards. I'm the instructor here, as you rightly said. This program came about due to an initiative from CDEMA. It is based around the resilience and sustainability of buildings. As you know, last year we had serious chaos in the Grenadines, the Lower Grenadines specifically, where we lost a lot of roofs, we lost buildings due to structural, negligence. I would say negligence. It would not only be negligence, but as one of my students rightly said, the building codes. Now, the aim of this program is to ensure that tradesmen, in particular, leaders in construction, to have sound experience and knowledge in regards to construction and the structural integrity of buildings, in particular to roofs and foundations, because those are the most critical parts of a building.
Right. And you say this program came about through CDEMA. So I'm assuming that this is just the start of many to come.
I would love to believe so, because we got a cohort of about 25 persons and the 22 successfully completed the program, which is a good. That's you're seeing some progress in construction basically.
So you mentioned that you have approximately 22 people in this cohort. So that's 22 people that's going to come in, going to learn and go out in the fields to put what they have learned into practice. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm going to tell you something. The guys that came here were actually seasoned guys. What they're doing is basically reinforcing what they have learned before and put it into practice. Right? So from the get-go, when I saw them come into the program, I know that it would have been a successful program. And they were very interactive, and they actually were very proactive and instrumental. They are a very instrumental part of getting this program to where it is now.
My name is Paul Chris, and I'm one of the external verifier. We also have another external verifier.
My name is Charles Samuel, another of the external verifier.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going.
So as an external verifier, what's your function?
Okay. Now, basically, this is what we call a certified program, which means that they will be certificated. Okay. Now, in order for them to be certificated, they have to meet certain standards, right? So we had to do what we call an assessment, and this assessment is three-pronged. Okay. First of all, because they are workmen who are actually working, right? They will know some certain skills and so on, and this is a level 3 program, right? Which means that they have skills, and we now have to assess those skills. How we assess those skills that they have already, we do what we call a PLAR, right? Prior learning assessment, which is that we sit down with them, discuss what they know, and during that discussion we find out what are the gaps or the things they need to probably not so au fait with, all right? Based on that information, we outline a program of training which they go through, all right? Now, as they go through those, the instructor is also the assessor. He assesses what they do as they do it, all right? Now, in terms of getting the what we call a quality assurance for ensuring that they meet the standards outlined by the standards for this training, we, Mr. Samuel and myself, have to come in as external persons not involved in the training, but persons outside, to determine whether these workmen have met the standards, right? So now what we do when we do that is that we observe them actually performing the skills. We match those performances against the standards, and we determine whether or not they would have met them. All right? So that is basically our function. So once we have done that, we guarantee that the standard outlined in the standards for the program has been met. All right? So that's our function, to basically add quality and make sure that when we say these guys are certified, indeed they're certified based on the standards of the training. Right.
The guys that came here were actually seasoned guys. What they're doing is basically reinforcing what they have learned before and put it into practice, right? So from the get-go, when I saw them come into the program, I know that it would have been a successful program. And they were very interactive, and they actually were very proactive and instrumental. They are a very instrumental part of getting this program to where it is now. This program is actually a CVQ, which is a Caribbean Vocational Qualification Program. It's CBET, which is Competency-Based Education and Training. It's a level 3, which is equivalent to an associate degree. So the guys can even use the certificate and go to anywhere in the Caribbean, in Caricom, because it's a Caricom initiative as well, and use that certificate, which we would like them to stay here, right? So that we can get more resilient buildings. So it can take them beyond the Caribbean or within the region itself.
And we're here with a participant of the course. And what's your name?
My name is David Clark.
So Mr. Clark, since you've been participating in this course, what are some of the things that you have learned?
Well, I've learned a lot in this course, especially when it comes to the site managing. A lot of us know how to lead and how to build, but a lot of us don't use quality managing skills. So the skill set I was gaining here was really high-tech, really interesting. One thing that stands out for me is the importance of keeping a clean site.
Right. And you learn construction, and we know that St. Vincent and Grenadines is within the hurricane belt. So are some of the things that you learned here, would you be able to put it into practice in terms of, building better and stronger homes and even other buildings?
Yes, definitely we'll be able to put into practice, and I do hope that a lot of Vincentian carpenters, masons, tradesmen get accustomed to the new improved codes that are here, because you see what happened in the Grenadines is because of old codes. So what we need to do is get up to standard, and this program really helps us get up to standard. So yes, we'll be implementing a lot that we learn here into new construction.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So good day, and what's your name?
My name is Ralston Yearwood.
So Mr. Yearwood, how long have you been in the field of construction?
Well, I've been in this construction field for the past about 33 years. Yeah.
Right. So you've been in this for 33 years. How does it feel now to be certified at a Caribbean level, so you can go anywhere in the Caribbean and continue your skills?
It's a good feeling at the same time. However, I have worked throughout the Caribbean as well. I've worked in many other countries. Just that I have a lot of practical skill, but never had the chance to get the certificate, which I now, been achieving. So it feels great, but it's something that I do and it's something that I love. So therefore, I just welcome it, in a great way.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, so good day, and what's your name?
My name is Sendai Haynes.
So Mr. Haynes, you're being certified at a CVQ level 3. How does that feel?
It's a tremendous feeling. I was told about this program at least about 3 years ago. So to see it come to existence and to actually be in the classroom and see the success of this program, where now I can be certified as a quality level 3 builder, and I can go throughout the Caribbean and either outside of the Caribbean and display my certificate as to the knowledge that we have, and to be able to pass on that knowledge to the workers that I'm working with, so that we can ensure that we have guys who can build according to the building code of not just St. Vincent but the Caribbean at large. So it's a very good feeling.
Excellent.
William, what's your name?
Richard Ross.
So Mr. Ross, you're not new to the field of construction, but is there anything that you have learned in this course that is very significant, something that you've never learned before that will stick to you?
Okay, of course, but not necessarily learned before, but being a part of this program, you develop a great appreciation for what you do. So I've been in the field for quite some time, and it's no joke to come and sit in a class after work. Kind of a lot of sacrifice, but we've learned, especially when you look at the way some buildings are poorly constructed. So it put us in a position where we are able to help guide others. So you might be passing, you see something, you say, okay, this is what it's supposed to be. This is how it is supposed to be done. And then there's a greater appreciation for the trade, the field of construction. So I learned to appreciate it much more.
Right. Thank you.